I did want to mention the Greenland thing, Albert, because it is such a remarkable thing to. I mean, the guy's not president yet, and of the things that he's taking a wrecking ball to, foreign diplomacy is one of them. He's playing out so much of this just in the public, in these pronouncements, in these statements, in these things related to that which you really wouldn't think an incoming president would necessarily be concerned with. And more to the point, I mean, you wouldn't even think voters care. I mean, nobody voted for Trump because they thought, he's going to bring Greenland to the United States. I mean, I just don't even think it was in the list of 100 things that people cared about. But Trump mentions it and has stayed with it, and apparently is doggedly determined to get Greenland. Here is Trump, I believe, talking about it in Mar-a-Lago today. Go ahead, Albert.
But we've won most of the cases, so we're very happy about that.
Now, this is the Jack Smith. Oh, here it is. Okay, good. You got it. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I interrupted. Go ahead.
Your position is clear, but have you directed your staff to take specific actions to drop plans? And can you elaborate again? You didn't rule out military coercion.
Well, we need Greenland for national security purposes. I've been told that for a long time, long before I even ran. I mean, people have been talking about it for a long time. You have approximately 45,000 people there. People really don't even know if Denmark has any legal right to it. But if they do, they should give it up because we need it for national security. That's for the free world. I'm talking about protecting the free world. You don't even need binoculars. You look outside, you have China ships all over the place. You have Russian ships all over the place. We're not letting that happen. We're not letting it happen. And if Denmark wants to get to a conclusion, but nobody knows if they even have any right, title, or interest. The people are going to probably vote for independence or to come into the United States. But if they did do that, then I would tariff Denmark at a very high level.
All right, thank you, Albert. So he's shaking up the Greenland snow globe, and we can follow up on that in a bigger way. I have a reaction from high-profile GOP, now he's just a commentator, Steve Forbes. Remember Steve Forbes, the rich guy? He's the Forbes behind Forbes magazine, of course. He had a way in which Trump actually could acquire Greenland, and I'll play that for you a little bit later, but I don't want to get too far behind. But this is the stuff that, again, Trump focuses on for some reason. Somebody mentioned Greenland to him, probably. I don't know why he ends up in this place, but so he does. Those are his latest remarks on Greenland, and he doesn't rule out military force. I mean, this is the guy who many felt, he's going to get us out of these wars and these military conflicts, and so far he seems like something of a shoot 'em up cowboy. I wanted to quickly get back to Greenland, if I can. Do you have the Forbes thing? Because Trump says something, and then the rest of the world of right-wingers, they sane-wash it. First of all, it's like, oh, yeah, Greenland. Well, a lot of people have considered the situation with Greenland for many years now. There's nothing quite very unusual about Donald Trump mentioning it. And here is a way in which Steve Forbes, who did run for president once many years ago, he, of the wealthy Forbes family, he offers a practical approach to the way that America could acquire Greenland and Trump's dream to have Greenland could be realized. Go ahead, Albert, please.
President-elect Trump's efforts to buy Greenland from Denmark went nowhere in his first term and are no more likely to succeed in his second. Countries buying territory from other nations has been out of style for over a century. The last time we did it was with the Virgin Islands, which we purchased from Denmark in 1917. But here's how we can pull it off now and save money as well. Buying Greenland directly would cost tens of billions of dollars. The strategy is simple. Greenland declares its independence from Denmark. In fact, the current Prime Minister of Greenland has stated his desire to do just that. A referendum could come as soon as this April. The next step is the big one. Have Greenland then apply for statehood. Voila, the deed is done. There is precedent here. Texas broke away from Mexico in 1836, becoming a separate nation. Several years later, it became our 28th state. The advantages for everyone are clear. It's true, Denmark would be left feeling like a sports team losing a big player to free agency, since it would no longer be getting a huge bundle of cash from Uncle Sam. But Copenhagen would no longer be liable for its annual subsidy of around $600 million a year to this humongous island of 56,000 people.
Okay.
Nor would
So-
Denmark be on the hook.
Yeah. Okay. So you begin to see, as I say, the sane washing of Trump and the way in which Forbes is a kind of a mainstream conservative, how he has now come into the Trump fold just in as much as he's coming up with a strategy for the acquisition of this thing that the incoming president wants. We'll talk more about it, but I just thought that was interesting, both Trump's reflexive desire to get back to the Greenland thing, and which he mentioned in the press conference today, including taking it by military force, and then the ways in which the conservative movement, not the MAGA movement, Forbes is not a MAGA guy, rides into, as I say, both sane wash and offer a quote, reasonable strategy for proceeding. So, hi, it's Mark, and I thought that was great. Hit the notification bell. You'll know whenever there's a new video being dropped, and please subscribe to our channel to help us save the universe.